Hey friends. I've had a wonderful experience. And it's almost mysterious in some way. Because I've had the last couple days, I've mentioned in this post, I've been working with a friend, client, on an amazing project. And the last day or so, it's felt like there's something is shifting, as it always happens in a creative project. There's a kind of, there are moments of where there's effort required, and then there are moments where there's effortlessness required. We have to remember not to make an effort. And I have this sense sometimes that mystics, people who really have such a profound connection to their spiritual essence and the spiritual essence of the universe, that they perceive even effort as effortlessness. You know, I imagine like Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita launching a war, you know, maybe the most, what we would associate with the most, both effortful action and in some ways misguided effort. But the result of his book-length dialogue with Krishna is that escaping from the effort also isn't effortlessness, right? So making an effort and being under the illusion that we're making an effort is one way we can kind of fall off the horse. But then when it comes time to take certain action, make certain movements, engage in the visible, concrete universe of things, remember that no level of physical, intellectual exertion, emotional exertion, ever takes us out of the effortlessness of universal creation. It's part of the effortlessness. It's only our limited, partial perspective that makes us think we're making an effort. So that gives us permission. That gives us permission to act. We don't have to be in a constant state of relaxedness. We can contract when we need to. We can relax when we need to, and we can begin to do that kind of dance, that breathing in, breathing out. We can give it what it needs. I think the reason this sense has showed up for me over the last couple of days is that I've in breathing into this project with my friend, and even some of what's showed up for me in my life, my own creative musings over the past few days. There's been a sense of coming through a period of contraction, and it actually manifested in my body. I felt it in my body, and it was kind of remarkable because it was like, where is this coming from? I don't know what this energy is doing in my system, and it usually, I have a really regular physical practice, and I rarely have a buildup of tension in my body, but it was happening. I was getting neck, shoulder pain, everything kind of tightening up, and I was wondering, what's going on? Usually means there's energy in my system that I'm not conscious of, in a way that I'm not conscious of. And then, just over the last maybe 24 hours or so, without really any decision or provocation, I just found, my body's ready to breathe out again. All of a sudden the tension goes, and I feel free as a bird. can tell. What's coming out of me musically is a mirror of that. We can draw some encouragement from the fact. Well, it's kind of two things for me. That the tension is there for a reason, and it may not be the reason we're aware of. It's serving us in some way, and it'll push us to the point where we think, we start to question whether we can handle it. We start to question whether it's gonna, be too much. That's its purpose, is to challenge us. And two, there's an out-breath after every in-breath. It's the way the universe works. And if we're kind of stuck in one part of that expansion, contraction, breathe in, breathe out, tension, release, if we're stuck anywhere on that cycle, all we have to do is give into the cycle. The cycle will take care of us. The cycle will do exactly what it needs to do, what it'll do to us, what needs to be done to us. That cycle is universal. There's a universal in-breath and out-breath that we don't manufacture. We simply tie into it. And that happens on various scales, over varying lengths of time, in essentially every single domain of life, domain of consciousness. But if we trust that, we never have to fear getting stuck. Even when we feel stuck, we don't have to be afraid of being stuck. Nothing is stuck. We're just fixated on something. And if we can let ourselves kind of like let go and let the cycle take us, we'll be fine. That's what I got today, people. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's a privilege to be in this conversation with you. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you very soon.